Hey everyone, Cap from TCG Break here, bringing you my Danger Dark World deck profile for the March 2021 format. This is a very fun deck to play, essentially made to OTK your opponent, and allows for quite a lot of draw power in the main and extra deck. So without further ado, let's get into it. So starting with the Dark World monsters, we have 3 Brow Huntsmen of the Dark World. Brow has the effect where if it's discarded to the graveyard by a card effect, you can draw a card. You're also able to draw yet another card if it was discarded from your hand to the graveyard by an opponent's card effect. It's important to keep in mind when you're playing this deck that none of the Dark World effects are once per turn. Continuing on, we have 3 Beige Vanguard of the Dark World. Beige simply has the effect where if it's discarded to the graveyard by a card effect, you are able to special summon it from your grave. So Beige helps facilitate your rank 4 plays. And I also play 3 Snow. Snow has the effect where if it's discarded to the graveyard, you can add a Dark World card from your deck to the hand. If it was discarded from your hand to the graveyard by an opponent's card effect, you're able to target a monster in your opponent's graveyard and special summon it in defense. I'm also playing 2 Grapha, Dragon Lord of the Dark World. Grapha has the effect where you can special summon it from your graveyard by returning 1 face-up Dark World monster you control to your hand. It also has the effect where if it's discarded to the graveyard by a card effect, you're able to target 1 card your opponent controls and destroy it. Also, if it was discarded from your hand to the graveyard by an opponent's card effect, you're able to look at 1 random card in your opponent's hand. If it's a monster, you can special summon it to your side of the field. Now onto the Danger package, I'm playing 3 Danger Bigfoot. Bigfoot has the effect where you can reveal it in your hand, and your opponent randomly chooses 1 card from your entire hand. Then the chosen card is discarded. This effect is similar for all Danger monsters. Then, if they did not discard Danger Bigfoot, you're able to special summon Danger Bigfoot from your hand and draw a card. If Bigfoot is discarded from your hand, you're able to target a face-up card your opponent controls and destroy it. It's important to note that the first effect of all Danger monsters is not once per turn. However, the second effect is. Moving onward, I'm playing 3 Danger Thunderbird. Thunderbird has the same first effect where if it's not discarded, you're able to special summon it from your hand and draw a card. Though if Thunderbird is discarded from your hand, you're able to target a set card your opponent controls and destroy it. Moving on to the level 4s, we have 3 Danger Chupacabra. Chupacabra has the same special summon and draw effect if it's not discarded. Though if it is discarded, you're able to target a danger in your graveyard and special summon it. We also play 3 Danger Mothman. The first effect is the same as all other dangers, and the second effect states that if it's discarded, both players are able to draw 1 card and then discard 1 card. Moving into the one-offs, we have 1 Danger Jackalope, 1 Danger Tsuchinoko, and 1 Danger Nessie. Jackalope has the discard effect where you can special summon a danger from your deck in defense. Tsuchinoko has the effect where if it's discarded, you're able to special summon it. And Nessie has the effect where if it's discarded, you can add a danger from your deck to the hand. And I'm also playing 1 Blackwing Zephyros the Elite to round out our monster count. This has the effect where if it's in the graveyard, you can return a face-up card you control to the hand and special summon it, and you also deal 400 damage to yourself. This is a once per duel effect. Now moving on to the spells, playing 3 Dark World Dealings. This allows each player to draw 1 card and then discard 1 card. I'm also playing 3 Drag Down into the Grave. This has the effect where both players reveal their hands, discard 1 card from their opponent's hand, and then draw 1 card. So this helps get rid of hand traps, while also possibly gaining yourself advantage through either your danger effects or your Dark World effects. I'm also playing 3 Allure of Darkness, just for the draw power. You're able to draw 2 cards and then banish a dark from your hand. The entire deck is primarily composed of dark monsters, so you're not concerned about the second effect. I'm also playing 2 Gates of the Dark World. This has the effect where all Fiend-type monsters gain 300 attack and defense. It also has the once per turn effect where you can banish a Fiend-type monster from your graveyard and discard a Fiend-type monster, then draw a card. That is a soft once per turn, so if you draw into the second copy of Gates, you're able to then activate it and use that effect once more. For the one-ofs, I'm playing 1 Pot of Avarice, 1 card destruction, 1 danger response team, and 1 beginning of the end. Pot of Avarice allows you to recur some of your monsters from your graveyard and then continue your draws. Card destruction can net you quite a lot of advantage in this deck, as both players discard their entire hand and then draw the same number of cards that they discarded. Danger Response Team is very helpful every now and again, as it allows you to target a danger monster you control and 1 monster on the field and return both of them to the hand. Also, if it's in the graveyard, you can discard a danger monster and place it on the bottom of your deck, and then draw 1 card. And our final card, the beginning of the end, allows you to remove from play 5 dark monsters from your graveyard while you have 7 or more dark monsters in the grave, and then draw 3 cards. Again, the entire deck is primarily dark monsters, so this isn't really a brick. So that rounds it out for the main. It is a 42 card main deck. Moving off into the extra deck, I'm playing 1 Leviair the Sea Dragon. Leviair allows you to once per turn detach an Xyz material and target a banished level 4 or lower monster and special summon it to your side of the field. Also playing 1 Abyss Dweller. This is just great in this current format. It allows you to quick effect detach 1 material from it, and your opponent is unable to activate any card effects in the graveyard that turn. An excellent card in this deck, we have number 60 Dugaris the Timeless. Most of the time you'll use the effect where you're able to skip your next draw phase and draw 2 cards and then discard a card. So this deck is built to OTK, so you're not too concerned about skipping your next draw phase, and you really just want to dig deeper into your deck, and the discard 1 card effect can also be very helpful to trigger your Dark World effects should you happen to draw into one. Moving off into one of our OTK packages, we have Raider's Knight as well as Ark Rebellion Xyz Dragon. Raider's Knight has the effect where you can detach a material from it and special summon the Ark Rebellion Xyz Dragon from your extra deck, using it and all other materials as Xyz material. Ark Rebellion Xyz Dragon has the effect where it cannot be destroyed by card effects. You're also able to detach 1 Xyz material from it, and it gains attack equal to the total original attack of all other monsters on the field, and since it has Raider's Knight as Xyz material, you're able to negate the effects of all other face-up monsters on the field. Though do keep in mind that after this effect resolves, you're not able to declare attacks with any other monsters for the rest of the turn except Ark Rebellion. And I'm also playing the 1 Time Thief Redoer. Redoer has the effect once per turn during the standby phase, where you are able to attach the top card of your opponent's deck to it as material. It also has a quick effect where you can detach up to 3 different types of materials from this card and then apply the following effects. If it's a monster, you can banish this card until the end phase. If it's a spell, you can draw 1 card. And if it's a trap, you can place 1 face-up card your opponent controls on the top of the deck. Moving on into the rank 8s, I have 1 Dingirsu, 1 Hope Harbinger, as well as 1 Lubion. Dingirsu has the effect where if it's special summoned, you can send 1 card your opponent controls to the graveyard. It also has the effect where if a card you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can detach 1 Xyz material from Dingirsu instead. Hope Harbinger has the effect when a spell card or effect is activated, you can quick effect negate the effect and attach it to it as material. It also has the effect when an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can detach an Xyz material and change the attack target to Hope Harbinger and perform damage calculation. And lastly, it has the effect where if a face-up Xyz monster you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can target a face-up Xyz monster you control, and it gains attack equal to one of those destroyed monsters' original attack. And we also have Draglubion. Draglubion cannot be targeted by your opponent's card effects. It has the effect where you can detach an Xyz material and take 2 dragon number monsters with different names from your extra deck and or graveyard, and special summon 1 of them and attach the other as material. It has the drawback for the rest of the turn. You are unable to special summon any other monsters or declare an attack, except with that special summon monster. And to round it out, we have 1 number 100 Numeron Dragon. You will either bring this or the Hope Harbinger off of Lubion. It has the effect once per turn where you can detach an Xyz material, and it gains attack equal to the combined ranks of all Xyz monsters on the field until the end of your opponent's turn. It also has the effect where if it's destroyed by a card effect, you can destroy as many monsters on the field as possible, and then each player sets a spell or trap from their graveyard to their field. And lastly, it has the effect when an opponent's monster declares an attack while Numeron Dragon is in the graveyard, and you have no other cards in your hand or field, you can special summon it from your graveyard. Moving into the Link monsters, we have one Barricade Borg blocker. This has the effect where if it's Link summoned, you can discard a card, and then during the end phase of the turn, you can either add a continuous or field spell from your graveyard to the hand. It also has the effect where face-up spells you control cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. For back row removal, I'm playing one Nightmare Phoenix. It has the effect where you can discard a card and then target a spell or trap your opponent controls and destroy it. If it's co-linked, you're able to draw a card. In most cases, you're able to plus off of the discard effect, whether that be through a danger effect or a Dark World monster effect. Also playing one Nightmare Unicorn. This allows us to discard a card, which can net us some advantage, and then target a card on the field and return it to the deck. I'm also playing one Nightmare Griffin. This has a similar discard effect, then target a spell or trap in your graveyard and set it to your field. This also has the effect where special summon monsters on the field cannot activate their effects unless they are linked. And last but not least, Borreload Dragon. You could play Boral Sword Dragon, Access Code Talker. In my case, I enjoy playing Borreload in this specific deck, as it has the quick effect where you can target a face-up monster on the field and it loses 500 attack and defense. This can certainly make a difference when going for the OTK, as sometimes you only need a little bit more damage on board, either through Arc Rebellion Dragon or Numeron Dragon to end the game. So this has been my Danger Dark World deck profile for the March 2021 format. If you liked the video and would like to see more like it, feel free to give us a like and subscribe. Feel free to leave any suggestions regarding changes you would make to the deck in the comments below. And as always, until the next one, have a nice day.